Welcome to the brand new episode of the post game. I'm your host, Davion. I'm joined by Omega, Matt, Freddie, and Oronde. And today we are back giving our predictions for the NFC Divisional round. We are talking about the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What a perfect intro that I just did there. Let's go. So give
Beautiful.
me your predictions. Who do you think gonna win, the Bucks or the Lions?
Give me the
Detroit.
Lions, even though
Motor City, baby.
I want Baker to beat him, but give me the Lions.
Give me the Lions. I don't believe the Bucks. I
Yeah, I'm
think the
taking the
Bucks magic
Lions.
about to run out.
I don't like the Bucks.
We know what Baker is. He takes his
Hey,
time.
don't give
Opens
me
it up.
that side eye.
He's gonna smoke it up here soon. We're just waiting to see. So why do y'all think the Lions will win this game candidly or handedly, I guess?
Uh, because they beat the Rams. The Rams are a better team than the Bucks. So yeah, it's just power process of elimination at this point.
The Lions are just a better football team, honestly.
I was gonna say
I do
they
like the though,
right.
but I'm saying
Detroit beat them earlier this season too.
I think Detroit better, right? So
The 20-6. Golf threw for 353, two TDs. Overall 124 for a TD. Yeah, I think just Detroit's offense is just gonna be too much to handle for the Bucks.
Yeah.
And like with Todd Bowles being just an insane blitzing style coach, I don't know. I feel like Detroit's deep like O line's good enough to handle that. So
yeah.
it might just I don't think it'll be like a blowout like last time. It'll be close though for sure.
My thing is I really truly do hope that they don't I hope the Buccaneers don't come out for their sake, thinking that this is going to be just like the Eagles, like we're going, like this team is comparable to the Eagles, and we're going to knock them off. Because I don't think that's what this is. I think this team is hand downs better than the Eagles, and I think they will compete at a very higher clip than the Eagles will. And so that's why I personally, that's why I think this game is done and dusted. Because if the Buccaneers come into it, if Baker comes into it with his ego, thinking that hey, this is going to be an easy win for us, then I think this is the easiest win for the Lions because all they need to do is force Baker to make a mistake or two, which he potentially will, and capitalize on it. As long as Jared Goff stays clean, with no sacks, as long as he doesn't throw bad balls, as long as their defense and secondary stand up and don't get picked apart like the Eagles do, I think they'll be fine. But we saw in the first half of the Lions game last week that their secondary was a big problem in the first half. And if that happens again, can they withstand the blows and can they get into a shootout until their defense starts to wake up? And I think that's what matters so much to this game, and that's whoever handles the shootout the best will win this football game, and like the Lions just did against the Rams.
I can agree.
And so you looking at the Rams, not the Rams, the Lions. Um, Are you okay with the amount they're running the football? Do you want them to run the football a little bit more? What are you seeing from that standpoint?
So the Tampa Bay's run defense is just really good. So that's
Yeah,
that is just a product of running into that stalwart D line. They should be able to run the ball against I mean, what is it called? My brain stopped working. They should be able to do some damage, but they're going to have to rely on golf slinging a ball. But they can do some more play action because of Todd Bowles' defense is susceptible to play action.
Yeah, the secondaries. I will say the Buccaneers secondary. Besides, like I feel like Winfield is kind of their weak link. Like that's where you can really like
Is a liability.
who the Buck
Win-
secondary.
Winfield is liability.
You think so?
I think so.
Yes.
Dude, he looking at a Pro Bowl year.
He had a Pro Bowl year, but if you pick on him enough, he's going to fold.
Like,
It happened
I will
earlier in the
say
year.
because I will say with him, he's not the best like coverage, like good for coverage, but he's more so like he can play like really good in the box, like blitz really well. You gotta account for him. But if he's like man on yeah, man to man coverage with him, he will get burnt. I will say. But other than that, yeah, their secondary. If you want that if the key to success for the Lions is if they just throw it on that secondary,
Mhm.
like be able to counter the blitzes and just play action deep shots.
Yeah, that ball has to get out quick. If golf starts to
Yeah,
hold it, then it will fail. Um,
man,
and
he will get bad.
yeah, and I think if they allow if they can beat that blitz, I think it'll get ugly pretty fast, which will force Bowl to play a nice zone and get ran down on. That'll what end up happening. If the Lions go up big, I would expect them to get ran down on to win this football game. Um, any final thoughts on these two teams?
No,
Mm,
I don't think so.
not really.
Nope.
No. Well, I've been your host, Davion. That's been the rest, and this has been the post game. Peace.
Peace.